What's going on, Aquarius? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be your reading for the rest of February 2024. So, in this reading, Aquarius, we are going to take a look at your overall general energy for the rest of February. We're going to take a look at some things you do not see coming. We're also going to get some advice from your angels and spirit guides and so much more for you regarding the rest of February 2024, Aquarius. But before we begin this reading, as always, I do want to take a moment to let you know that you are very welcome here in this space with me as we go through this reading, and I really do appreciate you, Aquarius, in advance for taking the time to check this reading out. Now, if this general reading resonates with you, Aquarius, definitely smash that like button, subscribe down below if you have not already for future updates. I would also really appreciate that over here. So without further ado, I'm going to pull the energy for you, and we will see what is coming your way for the rest of February 2024, Aquarius. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Aquarius. What are you stuck in here? All right, Aquarius. For a lot of you, it looks like you may be dealing with a very difficult situation that you're going to have to fight your way out of. That's just the first thing coming through, that there is a fight that you have to engage in. And many of you may not want to engage in this fight. And I don't think that you're going to be fighting with a person. However, some of you will be. But many of you will not want to engage in this fight because you may not think that it's spiritual enough, or you may think the actions that you have to take for the rest of February are going to lower your vibration and something like that. So before we get into the tarot, let's go ahead and start this reading off with some pre-shuffled oracle cards which contain the energy that you need more of, the energy that you need to embody for your own highest good for the rest of February. And the first one is Gemini energy, which is all about communication. Now, intuitively what's coming through, Aquarius, is that Gemini is able to see both sides of the coin. And Gemini is someone who does not easily get put into the frequency of cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance is what most people on the planet are in most of the time. It's called black and white thinking. Spiritual or human? Good or bad? This is the right action, this is the wrong action. When there is no right or wrong in this universe. Actually, there's only balanced forces. But I'm sorry. What I'm trying to say here is the energy that you need more of, first of all, is Gemini, which has to do with communication. And I do feel like there's something that you have been putting off, and you're actually going to reinforce your own wounds by shutting away and hermiting away and trying to deal with an issue, just trying to do an excessive amount of shadow work, trying to figure it out on your own. There's something here about communication with another person here. But remember, like I said, the energy here is that there is some sort of fight that you need to engage in. It may look different for some of you. We'll see what it's about in a moment. But the reason I say that as well is because you have the energy Gemini, and then you also have the planet Mars, of what you need more of. And Mars represents your ability to fight. It's your ability to get what you want. It represents projectiveness, assertiveness, and your ability to go out into the world and get what you want. Now, it also represents sexuality. And so some of you will, for your highest good, getting in your own body or your own sexual energy maybe something that you need more of for some sort of reason, but less so sexual energy here, Aquarius, for the rest of February. And there's more so, there's some sort of thing that you're going to have to enter into a fight in order to raise your frequency, in order to get out of a pretty difficult, dare I say, dangerous situation that you're in. And what this is about, I feel like it could have to do with a business deal going bad, or it could have to do with something that really, you're going to know what it is for you, your own intuition. It's going to be different things for different Aquariuses, but this is the frequency. And so you have Mars, the fighter, you have Gemini, the communicator, and I really feel like the first thing coming through was a lot of you are going to just want to hermit away. And even if this just means, you're doing your work, or you're doing your normal thing, hermiting away doesn't mean you're going to be sitting in a bed quiet. It just means like what the frequency that I'm picking up on is you're just going to continue to spin your wheels and try to deal with problems the same way you have. But there's something that you need to confront, and this could be someone that you need to confront over what? I don't know. But the danger here is for you to avoid this. Now, you have Mars and Gemini. The next energy that you need more of is the sextile. And the sextile is an aspect in astrology that represents a dynamic opportunity. It's not something that's a given to you, like a trine or a conjunction, or just like inbuilt talents and frequencies that are just there no matter what. A sextile is something that you need to reach out and grab. And the interesting thing about a sextile is that it doesn't show an aspect between the same exact element, but it shows an aspect between elements that are friendly or elements that are in the same gender. So for example, earth and water are both feminine. That would be a sextile energy. Fire and air are both masculine. That would be a sextile energy. A dynamic opportunity to link the different elements of air and fire in a masculine blend. For you, with Mars, a masculine planet, and Gemini, a masculine sign, air and fire, sextile, the dynamic opportunity for you for the rest of February is to link masculine energy, and in some sort of way a communicative fighter, and the ability to see something from both sides of the coin. Now, for some sort of reason, for a lot of you here, this could have to do with putting yourself in the shoes of the person that you need to find conflict resolution with. And the danger that I sent, and when I say fight, I don't mean that for you to cause harm because you're feeling bad and you just want to cause harm. No. What I'm saying here is there's something, Aquarius, that you have to do, that the universe is advising you to do, to completely put yourself in someone else's shoes and then deal with the problem in an aggressive way from that point, not just in your own wounding or not just in your own cognitive dissonance, black or white. This person's a piece of crap. Okay, no, this person bleeds just like me. This person wants the same thing as me, probably. They want health, wealth, but we're just not seeing it eye to eye. And I feel like there's something here about the Mars and the Gemini energy where you're going to have to enter into some sort of battle or fight or enter into aggressive energy, but it has to be in a way where, first of all, you're not calling that bad. You're not invalidating yourself. Oh, I'm not spiritual. No, you are spiritual. Jesus was also flipping tables and etc. And so, but the other thing about this is that you need to do the Gemini energy of whatever you need from someone, whatever conflict that you need to resolve, because there's a lot of unfinished business there's something that you're trying to walk away from that you can't walk away from it. I don't know if this is whatever it is, you need to really take the dynamic opportunity to enter into masculine energy. Masculine, air, fire, go. Don't be in the feminine for February, okay? So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the tarot. Your opportunity for the rest of February is the Three of Pentacles. This has to do with teamwork. It has to do with collaboration. It has to do with learning. And it's very similar to the Gemini energy as well. So there's definitely something here where your opportunity is to interact with someone. And I feel like this is, to be honest, for a lot of you, there's some sort of interaction that you need to do that you'd rather just walk away from. This could be that a job that you used to work owes you money. This could be a business partner that you used to have. You need to settle the funds, or you need to get on the same page and learn and work with this person instead of working against this person. Because here's the thing. What I sense is that you're fighting against something when you could be fighting alongside someone. You're fighting against someone when you could be fighting alongside someone. And what you have to understand about this matrix is that it's all about the Hegelian dialectic, divide and conquer, problem, reaction, solution. But on a personal level here, the whole matrix is designed to make black people hate white people, make religious people hate atheists, make Democrats hate Republicans. But because that is the overall general energy in the culturescape, it almost filters down to the one-to-one level and divides us in ways that you know not. Now, on the one hand, you have the Mars energy, which is all about you. You need to focus on you. But I'm telling you, there really could be a big issue for you to collaborate and to get on the same page as someone and to team up with them instead of going into black and white thinking, bad, that person, you're a nut. This is the frequency that I'm picking up on you. You're dealing with a conflict resolution. You know you need to fix it. It could be with a family member, a business partner, a friend, whoever. It could be with your spirit guide that you keep ignoring. But like the frequency that I'm getting, whether it's someone doing this to you, that you need to really put yourself in their shoes to then bring resolution to this, or it's you, the frequency that I'm getting is this. There's a conflict resolution that needs to be it needs to be fixed. But instead of you fixing it, you're just like, you're a nut, screw you. And what are you doing? So that's not the frequency, because it's as the energy reads right now, that's what you're gonna do. And it's just going to lead to more disconnection. Now, the reason why I'm ranting about this, Aquarius, is because your opportunity is the Three of Pentacles, and the challenge is the Judgment card. So it's going to be really hard for you to have a shift in consciousness about, I do need to collaborate, I do need to use the Mars energy to enter into the Gemini communication here in some sort of way. Alright, so I don't know who this is, I don't know what this is about, but in some sort of way, this is what your energy is reading right now. Now, let me show you where it gets even more interesting. In your overall general energy for the rest of February, okay, you have the Hermit, the Nine of Wands, and the Three of Swords. This is about isolation and really trying to figure it out spiritually. The Nine of Wands has to do with unfinished business or deep wounding coming to the surface that needs to be dealt with. And the number 9 is the sign of completion, but it's not at the number 10 is like it's done. The 10 of Swords, it's dead. But the 9 is things are coming to completion. The 3 of Swords has to do with pain and heartbreak. I really feel like the big energy in your field is that if you just decide to say, you're a nut, or screw you, or I'm better off on my own, you're not. The opportunity is the 3 of Pentacles, teamwork. You have Gemini and Mars and the sextile. Listen, no one's going to come knocking on your door and say, hey, this is what you need to do. But I can, because I am Pallas Athene. And so I just feel like there could be a real painful disconnection that's going to only further put you into a place where you're trying to figure it out through feminine energy. You know what I mean? Because the Hermit is Virgo energy, which is feminine energy. And, some of the pain is coming through that. And it's your inability to put yourself in someone's shoes. Now, for those of you that are not resonating with this whatsoever, I guarantee you that some of you, maybe it's not your reading. But for others of you, if the first part's not resonating, there's probably someone in your field that is calling you a nut, that is disconnecting from you. But instead of being immature and just saying, fine, you want to disconnect? Fine, bye. No, put yourself in their shoes. Why did they feel that way? What did you do to make them feel that way? Are we advanced enough to do that, Aquarius? I hope so. And here's the thing. I know how this cycle works. People come on this channel. They're like, who is this guy? He's so arrogant. Wow, I'm out of here. And then they watch 3 more readings and they're like, wait, he's not pretending? He's not pretending. This is really who he is. Oh my God, subscribe. And so you're not going to get anywhere through disconnection and the feminine energy. Now here we go, and to descent even further into Hades, in what you don't see coming, you have the Five of Swords, which is to do with a maniac, offensive foul. And then you have the Eight of Swords, which is being stuck, but in reverse is you're in a world of stuckness that you really is confusing, but it doesn't have to be. And then you have the Five of Swords, which has to do with sadness, potential addiction, and deep emotional pain. So there's a lot of messed up things in what you don't see coming on its way to you. And I feel like you're either going to deal with this energy or it's going to deal with you. I feel like, once again, there's either someone that you're like, you're a nut. Could be your family, could be a boss at work, it could be someone a client, whoever. You're a nut, okay? Or it's someone, roles can be reversed, someone doing it to you. And you really don't want to view this person in a neutral light. You don't want to view this situation in a neutral light. You don't. You would rather say, you're a nut. Okay, I'm not going to say that anymore. And when I say you're a nut, I mean like you're nuts as in crazy, as in bad. And so, but it's like a false judgment that your brain is taking. And so there's definitely a lot of pain in what you don't see coming, but I'm here to get you out of this pain. And the way to get out of the pain is to interact and to put yourself in someone's shoes and to not go into cognitive dissonance of black and white. Now, here's the advice from Spirit as well. You got to have a reset with someone here. You got to be able to compromise. You got to be able to be mature. You have the Emperor, the Fool, and the Ten of Cups. The Emperor is all about a combination of all four kings. They can jive with you on the intellectual level. They can meet you halfway emotionally. They can send you some money, and they can also motivate you with the fire energy. So, and the Fool is a new beginning. And the Fool is also, if you're really such a boss, masculine, because I don't care if you're a woman, Aquarius is an air sign. You're going to have a hint of masculinity about you. No problem there. But here's the thing. Are you boss enough to realize that probably you've been acting a little bit foolish? Because I am. And it's not fun to do that, but I really feel like, now, also, there's something here about you bossing up to realize that you're dealing with a fool, okay? But once again, when we're dealing with people who are fools or who are disassociated, maybe you entered into a business deal with someone who you're just like, you're a nut, except whatever it is, you have to enter them in their reality. If you're dealing with a mental patient, you don't say, your world is fake, let's give you the pills, good night. Well, that's actually what most of America does, which is why I probably should be the president in like 2060. We'll see. But that's not what I'm about, which is why I just said what I said. And what I'm saying is you need to meet this person in their reality, and I feel like there's just an element of you're really like, this is a bad person, this is a bad thing, and it's just like, no, it wasn't. You had a part to play in it, okay? And this could be about the world as well, okay? What, you're talking about the political leaders? You're a nut. Well, what are you doing besides just having political commentary with your freaking cashews? Okay, you need to do something different. And you also have the Ten of Cups, which is about your long-term happiness, wish fulfillment, and it's also about, a family, potentially, and realizing that humanity is a family, and whatever difference that you think is so bad right now between you and whoever this conflict situation is, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, and then you just realize we're all these ants in an ant colony, and you think someone is so separate from you, but we're all on a spinning rock as hybrid alien monkeys. So you need a reality check. And I'm not afraid to give it to you, because you're not as objective as you think you are right now. Okay? So let's go ahead. I don't care. Whatever. All right, let's continue. let's go ahead and clarify why the judgment is your challenge. Because I feel that if you don't resolve this issue, you're just going to keep repeating the same cycle of pain and disconnection. Now, this is one of those readings where I'm not necessarily guiding you to the exact situation that is occurring, because I actually trust you with you. I trust that you can transfer this frequency into whatever situation is happening for you that it's occurring in. Why? And it's almost like you have the ability to snap someone out of a trance, but instead you choose to further impel them into a trance or a spell. But everyone is related. Everyone is a reflection of you. So the enlightened person in any situation would say, they wouldn't say, you're a nut. They would say, how did I become a vibrational match to this? And therefore, how can we both learn something together from this? Obviously, easier said than done. But I'm not messing around. Yeah, there's something about, especially for those of you that have been really hurt, and you've been contemplating to do something against your better judgment or against your consciousness. You're gonna, hold on. Have something having to do with competition overriding the connection between people, and you setting that right. Now, here's the thing. The Three of Pentacles, wait, I just clarified the Judgment card. I'm sorry. The Judgment card is clarified by the Five of Swords and the Nine of Swords. Excuse me. The Five of Swords is looking right at the Judgment card, which has to do with you making a change to your consciousness. A little angel coming down from heaven and saying, hey, maybe you didn't see it right that time. It's Judgment Day. You need to change your frequency before karma starts to catch up to you, etc. And I feel that the judgment that you're making is that, yes, someone is a nut. Someone may not have the best intentions for you. But I feel the more so message is for you to check yourself with that. And to say, how is this energy mutually happening? Both people are involved, is what I really feel. And you also have the Judgment card to the Ten of Cups in reverse to the Five of Wands here. There's something about you making a judgment, changing your consciousness, having to do with things being too competitive, too separate, and having to do with disconnection instead of connection. Like, you need to connect with someone here instead of making it out to be some sort of crazy negative war. Okay, because once again, it's the divide and conquer strategy, but we don't realize how much that frequency in the ether gets filtered down into our one-to-one relationships. Now, obviously, we're human as well. We all need to put food on the table. There could have been something here where you are valid to feel how you want to feel. But how is the person that you're dealing with also valid? Because there's something that you need to fix here. So with that being said, and it's like, this could be a judgment on your own anger, and it's like, I really feel as well, if you don't find a way to deal with your own anger energy or like this negative frequency in you, it will deal with you. And if you can't find someone to fight, you're going to fight yourself. But like I said, that's what's going to get you into trouble. The Hermit, the Nine of Wands, Three of Swords. You need to talk. You need to, there's an opportunity to talk it out in an aggressive way, yes, but that doesn't mean it's low vibrational. And once again, the thing that's going to make you not do it is maybe because for some of you it's going to be low vibrational. Others of you are going to be like, I'm not afraid of an argument, dude. But if you're not afraid of an argument, then you're already convinced that you have won the argument, right? This is Why is the three of why is the three of Pentacles here in your opportunity, right? This is your opportunity. Let's go ahead and see. Yeah, there's some sort of toxic situation that I feel like for some of you, this is something that may occur in February, for the rest of February if it hasn't happened. But for a lot of you, I feel like this is about resolving something that has already happened for most of you, that this is your reading. But the Three of Pentacles is clarified in your opportunity by the Devil. Okay. And you have the King of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, for a lot of you out there, this whole reading is about a situation that has to do with immaturity and money. This could have been a boss promising you something. This could have been you making plans and realizing it's not going to work. There's something to do with idealism and money that is pissing you off, but that needs to be resolved instead of you just hermiting away. You also have the Eight of Pentacles, the Lovers. Excuse me, you have the Ace of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Eight of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. So I even feel for a lot of you, this is a soul contract that you have. You need to talk it out and you need to dissolve the confusion. And the illusion. The Seven of Cups has to do with illusion or disillusionment. The Eight of Pentacles has to do with communication. What do you need more of? Gemini, Mars. You have the Ace of Pentacles and the Lovers. There's some sort of situation that, here's the thing, it is going to be a domino effect in your life, okay? If you don't resolve this, you think it's not a big deal and you think this guy is just, wow, look at this reader, he is so mean. Well, I can see what you can't see. And I see a domino effect about to happen in your life, where if you don't just take your head out of your butt and resolve this situation and man up, woman up, alien up, then it is going to be a domino effect that you keep running into the same freaking thing. So first of all, boss up and deal with foolish behavior directly, mutually. How is it both foolish? How are you foolish? How are they foolish? Instead of just, you're a nut. I haven't wanted to get my stuff together because I know that this is what the readings are going to be like. So with that being said, I hope you enjoy your February, and talk to you later.